This was not Ransom's first such action. A month before, on September 24th, he casually shot Jesus Bazan and Antonio Longoria as they rode by the site where a raid had occurred. Okay, Bazan and Longoria weren't just passers-by on a Sunday ride who unknowingly rode by a site where a raid had occurred. They lived in a home that was harboring raiders. The Rangers had been trailing a party that attempted to raid the McAllen Ranch in Hidalgo County when they saw a bloody trail leading to a neighboring Tejano-owned ranch. The Rangers observed that Bazan and Longoria were residents of the house that was harboring the bandits, and without detaining them for question, Ransom and his Rangers shot them both as they rode out. Was Ransom acting in a manner we think is befitting a peace officer? Hell no, not at all. Is refusing to forget right when they omit Bazan and Longoria were tied to a ranch that was harboring fugitives? That's not right either. There's a character missing in refusing to forget's version of events, and that is the Texas governor. Back then, you see, Ranger leadership, so the adjutant general, the Ranger captains, they were appointed by the governor. Back then, the Rangers went where the governor sent them. Ranger captains like James Monroe Fox and Henry Ransom, men we associate with the darkest days of the Ranger service, were sent to the border by Governor Ferguson to stem the tide of violence. They were sent in response to a genocidal manifesto that called for the execution of white males and an overthrow of the U.S. government. Governor Ferguson told Ransom that if he didn't break up the Plan of San Diego nest of bandits, even if it meant killing every last one of them, Ferguson would find another man who would do the job. So men like Ransom and Fox were chosen because of their reputations. And no, I'm not arguing Ransom and Fox were simply following orders and their behavior was acceptable. I am, however, suggesting that scholars who leave out the role each Texas governor played in the actions of the Rangers leave it out for a reason. It hurts their argument of systemic racism to admit that the culture of the Rangers changed with the state leadership, so they just leave it out. A great example of this is refusing to forget's treatment of Captain James Monroe Fox. As far as we know, Fox ordered the killing of 15 Mexican men who were presumably innocent in 1918. Refusing to forget, trying to demonstrate how systemically racist and bad the Rangers were, point out that the murderous Fox returned later to the Ranger service. They want you to believe that the Rangers welcomed this man with open arms and celebrated his nefarious history. They depend on you not knowing any better. Each and every time they discuss Fox, they mention he became a Ranger again, but they purposely omit that Fox returned to the service under Ferguson rule. He was sent to the border to crush raiders under Jim Ferguson. His company was disbanded under Governor Hobby, and he re-enlisted when Miriam Ferguson occupied the governor's mansion, and when she left, he left. If you talk about the Rangers without the context of the governor that controlled them, you're being lazy or you're being dishonest.